Today and the upcoming days are going to be a bit different but powerful as compared to the previous days. So, hey everyone, this is Bharti. Welcome to my channel, and it's my day 22 to be fluent in English. So, let's start our today's practice. Well, today I tried to watch a single video, and from that single video, I covered my step 1 and step 2. Step 1, that is shadowing. So, first I watched this video. You can see here the video was based on the powerful mindset for success. So in this video I got the insights. So first I watched this video to get the insights, and I was writing the insights, you can see here, as a journaling part. So here my journaling and my listening watching is done. Now what left is shadowing. So for shadowing I tried to shadow the whole conversation, like the whole video. So here I am showing you the glimpse of it, how people spend
Yeah,
it.
that's a big one.
That's a big
Some
one.
people work so
Some
hard,
people work
and the
so
first thing
hard,
they do
and the
is
first
buy
thing they
things
do
to look
is buy
successful.
things to look
New
successful.
phone,
New
expensive
phones,
clothes.
expensive
I know.
clothes. I know.
And sometimes it
And
feels good for a
sometimes it
moment,
feels good
right?
for a moment, right?
But a rich mindset
But a
thinks
rich
differently.
mindset thinks
They
differently.
don't chase
Okay, after shadowing the step 1 completed, and in step 2 the journaling and the watching content is completed, what left is the speaking part. So whatever the insights I wrote while journaling, I'm going to speak in front of you. So let's start. Today I watched a video, and the video was based on the powerful mindset on success. So normally the mindset was based on rich versus poor mindset. So there was a comparison, and there were 5 major, you can say, key points that are proof that are you rich or poor. So let's start with the point 1, that is embracing discomfort. Basically the rich people generally embrace the discomfort. They knew that yes, success is not easy that much, so we have to go through with the difficulties as well. It's the part of the success, not against of it. While poor people used to think that it seems to them, when it comes to difficulty, they seems to quit the journey. Now the second point is the continuous learning. So rich people try to get learning and try to build their skills whenever they are going, whenever they're watching or having something, and wherever they are going. So they focus on to build knowledge and skills, while the poor people focus on to earn money first, and then they try to get the learning. Okay, now the third point is investing in assets, not in appearance. Basically the rich people try to invest in assets that last forever, not forever, so at least for most of the time they last, not like only for temporary things to make your appearance visible this much, but internally you are not having any good skills to present you in front of people. So yeah, poor people used to spend on appearance a lot when it comes to improving their personality by own. That's not enough. Now the fourth point, that is the patience level. Yes, if we compare this with the poor people, they don't want to wait a lot. They want everything right now. They want money right now, they want success right now. They don't understand the value of patience. While the rich people embrace the patience level, they know that okay, success takes time. It's not like a piece of cake that it will you will do hard work today and you will get the success tomorrow. It's not like that. Now the fifth point, last but not the least, that is taking responsibility and action. So poor people used to make excuses a lot. They don't understand the value of taking action. They don't take action at all. They first blames the circumstances. While the rich people, instead of blaming others and the circumstances, they understand their fault. They go through with their mistakes, whatever they are making, and then they move ahead with the improvement. They daily try to improve at least 1%. So yeah guys, that was all about the today's insights I shared with you. Now let's move to the new step, that is the third step, not paraphrasing but the real conversation practice with AI. So here I'm gonna show you the glimpse that how I did that. Hey AI, whatever I told you till now about my scenario since day 1 to 21, what I did and what is my focus for the next remaining 9 days to improve my fluency.
Absolutely. So here's what you shared. For the first 21 days, your focus was mainly on input, shadowing, listening, journaling, and expanding your vocabulary. You made significant progress in pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar understanding, especially for real world scenarios like interviews or work. And I'll be here every day giving you focused feedback on grammar, tone, pacing, and helping you keep your responses concise. So that's the plan, and I'm excited to support you.
Okay, so let's start our today's communication, okay?
Absolutely. I'm ready. So let's begin with a real conversation topic. I'd like you to describe a recent challenge you faced. It can be personal, professional, or even something simple. And just walk me through what happened, how you felt, and how you handled it. I'll listen closely, and then I'll give you feedback right after.
Alright, so I'm gonna share with you the challenge I was facing that is based on my this journey only. So like on day 21 I got the realization that whatever I was doing was just a one-way communication. So I thought that this time I need to work on my real life conversation. I was facing challenges for it that I was not able to speak for a minute even for any topic, any random topic.
That was really clear and well articulated. Your structure was good, and you stayed on topic. Just a couple of small tweaks. Instead of it was just a one-way communication, you could say it was purely one-way communication. And when you said while having communication altogether, you could simplify it to during real conversations. But overall, your tone was calm and your pacing was steady.
Okay, so now can you give me the feedback on the basis of my pronunciation, my voice modulation, and the grammar phrases, or am I speaking too long, or how can I improve it and rate it out of 10 each and every feature? But don't think it as a perfection, because my main focus is to have the communication with the flow. It's not like to be perfect 100%.
Yes, I totally get what you're saying, and I'll keep that balanced approach. So here's a breakdown for today. Pronunciation, 6 of 10. Your pronunciation is mostly clear, but some small words get a bit rushed. Keep an eye on vowel sounds so they don't blend too fast. Voice modulation, 5 of 10. The tone is stable, but it could use more variety, maybe a slight rise or fall in your voice for emphasis. Stay conversational, but we'll fine-tune those small areas step by step.
Okay, thank you so much for today's feedback. Now I will come tomorrow for sure for having the real life conversation with you. Have a great day. Bye bye.